finally been signed?
Yes.
So the fight's on?
Definitely.
How does it feel?
Wonderful.
Marvellous.
No comment.
Do you think you can beat Marty?
I hope to.
He will.
Yeah, he better.
And what are you going to do now?
Start training.
You're not taking the rest of the day off?
No, not if I want to be British champion.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, gentlemen. Which programme will it be on? Panorama.
I'm a champion! Oh, giant steps are what you take. Walking on the moon, we shall live forever. Walking on the moon.
What are you doing?
I'm dancing with joy, Mr. Sprague.
Ah, that's not dancing. Dancing was the Hammersmith Palais. A little of the Dennis Comptons in the hair.
Dennis Compton?
Blue cream. And then it's arms round a pretty girl waltzing to I'll be with you in full blossom time.
My speciality was the quick step, you
really?
know. Oh, grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. I won cups for it, you know.
Cups, no sauces, David.
Isn't it funny? You know, whenever I'm happy, I always go back to my youth. You know, I love the Hammersmith Palais.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Sprake, I shan't forget this moment.
No, you can't tell.
I can.
No, you think you remember, but you won't. It's other things you remember which you think you're going to forget.
Beam me up, Scotty. I'd like that message decoded.
Am I not right, Mr. Sprague?
Does it matter? Let's all just savour this moment, Dave.
No, it's fine. And then to work, eh?
I'm not working today, Dave.
It's not up to you, it's up to Mr. Sprague. Is he working today, Mr.
How
Sprague?
can he? It'll take him a week to float down from the clouds.
Well, not necessarily. You just give me the nod, I'll bring him down with a bump right now.
What's got into you today?
I'm not having you sitting back thinking you're already the British champion.
Dave, the fight's not for 3 months.
That time will soon pass, lad.
With you around?
Yeah, well, what would you have him do today anyway?
Well, for a start, the changing room needs clearing out.
What?
Look, I'm not having you with a swollen head simply because you've signed a little bit of paper.
That won't happen, Dave. I want Pete to move in with you until we leave for the training camp.
Thanks very much. I think I'll move into the changing room.
No, believe me, from now on, you're not going to get a moment's peace in your digs.
Oh, I will, in Totteridge.
Why Totteridge?
There's a flat there that I've...
Flat? How much rent?
Under 4,000. Why? Hey, the stable's nearby, Dave. I can learn to ride.
I was feeling too happy. I should have known that fate would be waiting for me with a bucket of water. My office, please.
What's wrong? Riding? Say you fell off. Have you ever thought of that?
Well, I thought it was less dangerous than hang gliding.
Hang gliding? Mrs. Sprague is thinking of taking up hang gliding.
Do you hate me this much,
I'm
Pete?
not taking up hang gliding. Then why say it? I wanted to see you blow a fuse, crawler.
In fact, my ambition is to see you blow all your fuses and disappear in smoke.
Yes, well, if it ever happens, I'll make sure that you're holding on to me.
According to our contract, Pete, you're not allowed to take up another sport without my permission.
Oh, so I can forget riding. Thanks very much.
Yes, and you can forget this flat in Totteridge.
No, now, hang on. Just hang on a minute,
No,
Mr.
you know,
Sprake,
you
please.
just hang on. If you can afford to spend 4,000 a year on rent, you can afford to put a deposit down on a house.
I haven't got the capital for a deposit. I looked at houses anyway. I looked at one house, right? It was in a crummy part of London, okay? 28,000 quid they were asking for that. 28,000. I thought it had been bombed in the war and then forgot to put back the outside wall.
Well, that cost you 28,000.
Right.
Makes you wonder what my house is worth.
I'm talking about your house. Something very similar anyway.
You know, my advice is don't do anything until the fight's over.
Look, I want to live in Totteridge, okay?
And you will.
I am.
What?
Living in Totteridge. I moved in yesterday.
You didn't say anything to us about it.
Do you wonder why?
I think you could have mentioned it, Pete.
What? I'm been frog marched back to me digs and locked up in a cupboard. Honestly, the pair of you make me feel like I'm a kid again.
What do you mean again? You're still a kid. You haven't grown up yet.
How can I with you two acting like mum and dad? And you're definitely mum.
Why?
You're such an old woman. I tell you what, look, you come and see the flat.
Well, we're not doing anything at this moment.
I didn't mean right now. I've got a 3-year lease.
You're refusing to work, so now's as good a time as any.
Except, Dave, you're not quite dressed for Totteridge.
Well, what do you want me to wear? A dinner jacket?
Much better, yeah. Don't bring that anorak. In fact, lock it up somewhere, because if you don't, it'll follow you.
He's a snob. Mr. Spake, he's become a snob.
We are not going to let him down, Dave. After all, he is going up in the world.
Well, his nose certainly is.
Right, which car shall we go in?
Mine.
No, it's so cramped in the back.
Well, you can sit in the boot, David. And this, as my Auntie Ethel would say, is the best room. Except with that, that's the last you would have seen of it.
Well, doesn't she use the best room at all?
Only when she's entertaining rich relations. She ain't got any of those.
Oh, you've certainly got a lovely view from here.
I know, it's great. That's it, Mr. Sprake. You know, I feel I can breathe again.
This furniture must have cost you a bomb. Hope you've left something in the bank for a rainy day.
Oh, here we go. The prophet of doom.
There are always rainy days in life, son.
Not in Totteridge,
You're
Dave.
even in Totteridge, Pete, so therefore you must really get a deposit account. It'll be your umbrella for when the rain starts to fall.
Which it will.
Which it will.
And when it does, it'll pour down, you'll be soaked.
No, because he'll have his umbrella by then. Don't you ever listen?
With due respect, Mr. Sprake, you and Dave are what I call the pre-decimal generation.
Then would you call us what you like? The simple fact is you cannot possibly afford to live like this.
I can, Dave, because everything's on hire purchase.
It just proves that you can't.
Dave, simply by being here proves that I can.
That's squatter talk. Isn't that squatter talk, Mr.
What
Sprake?
Pete's doing is perfectly legal.
Yes, well, there should be a law against it for his own protection.
Tell me this, Dave. Right, without a mortgage, would you be able to live in your house?
It was because of the mortgage we couldn't afford other things. Do you know that for 3 years we didn't have a stair carpet?
I haven't got a stair carpet.
Well, of course you haven't got a stair carpet. You haven't got any stairs.
Just testing.
No, Pete's right, Dave. I mean, it's a different generation, different philosophy.
No, it's to do with personality. I mean, to get to the other side of the road, I'm prepared to make a dash for it. Okay?
To finish up in hospital.
No, but I'm prepared to take the risk, whereas you, Dave, you'd rather wait for the lights to change.
Every time.
Yeah, but you wait for the lights to change even when they're not working.
What's funny, Mr. Sprake?
Well, the light's not working and you're still waiting.
And where's my little boulevard case?
I'm in here.
Close your eyes.
Excusez-moi. I'll close them, yeah?
Open them.
What?
Well, what have I bought?
A new frock?
No.
A new carpet? A new leg?
Shoes.
Oh, they're nice.
And I felt so guilty because they weren't cheap. So what I did was I bought you a...
Oh, you didn't. Great.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
This is Mr. Sprake, my manager, and Mr. Lockett, my trainer. Hazel.
Pleased to meet you. Shut your eyes. No, not you, Pete. Open them.
Hey! Oh, I do like that.
I just hope it fits.
Hey, I can use it as a dinner jacket, can't
That's
I?
what I thought.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Well?
Oh, you do look nice and sexy in it. Doesn't he, eh?
Oh, yes, very nice.
Very sexy.
So, who gets a kiss for thinking of him? Have you had tea?
No.
Oh, I'll go and put the kettle on.
All right.
Oh, another surprise. I booked our tickets for Paris.
Oh, no. Oh, good. Don't be long, my little petit pois.
Oh, I want my little beef burger.
My little... It's just a friend.
Well, we didn't think she'd come in to read the gas meter.
What's all this about Paris?
Oh, come on, it's only for a weekend.
Where did you meet her, Pete?
Sainsbury's. She worked on the cash counter, right? She left on Saturday.
Along with the day's takings, I wouldn't be surprised.
How could she afford these expensive shoes, velvet jackets, trips to Paris?
No, she didn't pay. I paid. I give her my checkbook. You know, look, didn't it make her happy?
Well, give me your checkbook. I think I could be happy.
Everyone will be happy except the bank manager.
Dave, I've got an overdraft.
Yes, but there must be a limit to it, Pete.
Don't worry, Mr. Sprake. Relax. I tell you, everything's under control.
Yes, that's what they said on the Titanic.
Do you think she's a little gold digger, Mr. Sprake?
No. I think she's just like Pete. She loves playing Monopoly.
What, the game?
Yes, let's just hope they don't have to go direct to jail.
Morning, lads.
Hey, what time do you call this?
Well, am I too early then?
You're over an hour late.
Not for tomorrow, I'm not.
Now, where are you going?
Make a phone call.
Are you finished already, Pete?
He hasn't even started now. It's not good enough. You tell him it's not good enough, Mr.
Dave,
Sprake.
I've got plenty of time to get into shape.
What for? Sumo wrestling?
Look, I'm 3 pounds overweight, so let's not exaggerate, okay? Mind you, the Totteridge cocktail parties don't help.
Cocktail parties?
Yeah, I only have tonic water. It's the itsy bitsies I can't cope with.
Well, then you shouldn't go.
Well, that wouldn't be very sociable. The Totteridge people, like, they come in to see me fight, and they take me for supper afterwards.
The way you're going, you better make it an early supper.
I mean, we're so close to grabbing the title, Pete. Don't throw it away for a few nuts.
Totteridge people aren't nuts.
I was thinking of the itsy bitsies. Go and get changed.
Can I make a phone call first?
Only if it's very important.
Yeah, it is. It is, I promise.
I'm going to make sure that you do a full workout today and you're not getting out of it.
I am, Dave. I'm lunching with a woman reporter.
Do I know about this?
Yeah, you arranged it, Mr. Sprague.
Oh.
Mr. Sprague, how am I supposed to have time to get him fit if you give him time off for interviews?
I didn't know he was going to be late this morning, did I, Dave?
They really bawled him out, Mr. Sprague. I mean, bawled him out.
Excuse me, please. Do you mind? Private.
Oh, I'm sorry, Well, what am I saying? Wait a minute. This is my office. That is my phone.
Yes, you just show him who's boss, Mr. Sprague. Go on.
Hello, darling. Hello, my little oven chip.
Who do you think it is?
That's no one important, Mr. Sprague. He's talking to his bed.
Dave, please. No. Yeah. Yeah, you know I do. You know I do. I do.
I can't say it. Look, Packet, I can't say it. No, Mum and Dad are listening in.
Order him to put the phone down, Mr. Sprague.
Shh, please. I'll explain later. Yeah. What? Where have we been invited? I can't hear you. To a nightclub? Oh. Yeah, I better go now. Yeah, I'll... Bye. It was Hazel. I just had to ring you and say, because if I'm late, she gets so worried, she thinks I've had an accident.
What's all this about a nightclub?
Now, come on, surely I'm allowed to enjoy myself.
No, you're a professional boxer.
Now, you carry on like this, you'll be a zombie by the time of the fight.
Yes, you make a mental note, Dave. We'll be leaving for that training camp a week early.
I was hoping you were going to say that, Mr.
I'll join you
Sprague.
there, gentlemen.
No, you'll be coming too, Pete.
But I can't. I promised to make a guest appearance that week.
Oh, well, tell me, will you be free the night you're supposed to be fighting Marty? I mean, you haven't got a prior engagement, have you?
You're not appearing on This Is Your Life, are you?
It's priorities, Pete. It's all to do with priorities, and you've got your priorities
Look,
wrong.
I just promised to make this guest appearance, right? I can't let them down.
No, I'd rather let his fans down.
When?
When you get knocked out by Marty,
No.
it'll happen.
Yeah, you take this blasé attitude into the ring, you won't even hear the count of 10.
You just don't understand.
We do. We've seen it before. The euphoria of getting crack at the title.
Feeling you're already the champion?
Enjoying the adulation.
Yeah. It's putting off your training till the day after tomorrow.
You don't really want to be champion. You just want to be a showbiz personality. Well, why the little chuckle, Pete?
You two. You're up to your old tricks again, aren't you?
What old tricks?
You and Mr. Sprague trying to give me the needle so that I'll start hating everybody.
Yeah, give you the needle now. You'd need a pair of bed socks for this.
Yeah, it's the truth, Pete. You've lost the competitive will to win.
I'm sorry. I just can't take you too seriously.
Yes, Doreen. Yes, who? Yeah, he's here. Who wants it? Pete,
Hazel?
bank manager.
Mr. Sprague. Pete! Mr. Sprague and Mr. Lockett are here.
Why is he worried?
Because the bank have given him 1 week to pay off his overdraft of 3,000 quid. I'm doing the best I can. I start work tomorrow.
Where?
Back at Sainsbury's.
Yeah, where every little helps.
Oh, and I returned a Chinese carpet. Come on, Pete. You've got to face the world sometime.
Well, if he's this worried, why didn't he come to me?
Yeah, you just give him hell, Mr.
I
Sprague.
mean, I'm his manager. I mean, it's what I'm paid for, to sort out all his problems.
Mr. Sprague is very angry with you, lad.
Don't shout at me, please.
He's got every right to shout at you.
If you shout at me, Dave, I'll jump in the river.
Good, it's about time you started training.
Shut up, Dave. Now, I've been very worried, Pete.
Oh, you've been worried. How do you think I've been feeling?
Well, then why didn't you come to me with your worries?
So that Mr. Sprague could give you help.
No, I wouldn't have given him help.
But you're going to now.
No, because he's down for the count.
Yeah, but it's high time he got up.
Well, I'm Kenny, you keep sitting on him! Now, it's this overdraft that's worrying you, right?
Right.
Then why didn't you come and tell me?
Look, I got myself into this mess. It's up to me to get myself out.
Yeah, and can you?
No. That's what's worrying me. I can't think of any other way. Do you know the worst time? 2 to 4 in the middle of the night.
Well, there's an easy solution to that.
What?
Don't wake up.
going to do. I am dead to the world.
Isn't it about time you did wake up, though?
Why?
Just to say goodbye, world.
But I am just as worried as you.
Why are you worried?
But how am I going to get the time to get you fit for the fight?
You will, Dave. Now, the first thing to do is to get rid of this overdraft, right?
How?
By getting an interest-free loan.
From where?
From me. The next thing is to get rid of the flat.
Well, Hazel's already started inquiries about that, haven't you?
Well, what does she know about property?
Well, nothing, but... Well, I feel I'm partly responsible. And I want to make amends.
Oh, God, she's lovely.
Yeah, I tell you what, Hazel, if you can't sort something out in, what, say a month, I'll take over.
Except the flat's got nothing to do with you, Mr. Sprague.
Well, it has in a way, Hazel, because I'll be paying the rent. Now, apropos day-to-day expenses, I'll come to an agreed figure with your bank manager.
Does that mean I'll still be able to draw out?
Yes, because I'll stand as guarantor.
What do you think?
I think you're right. He's a nice man.
Oh, Mr. Sprague, what a relief. God, I can't tell you what I've been going through.
You just save your breath for training.
Yes, you be at the gym tomorrow.
I'll be there at dawn. Oh, God.
Yeah,
I
all
don't know
right.
how to thank you. You just do it by winning the title.
Yes, and we're leaving for the training camp Tuesday week.
I've no guest appearances.
Yes, morning, noon and night, the training camp.
Listen, about this training camp, I want to have a little word with you, right?
No, she can't join you there.
Are you clairvoyant or something?
I know exactly what you were going to say.
Well, it's up to Mr. Sprague.
I know what he would say too.
Thank you, Madame Lagonda. Do you read tea leaves as well?
Now, you know the rules, Pete.
I just want to see Hazel now and again, that's all.
Well, I'll make sure she gives you a photograph.
Will I be able to phone him?
Well, I'd rather you didn't, Hazel.
Then I shan't.
Come on, Hayes.
Listen, you just concentrate on getting rid of some of this flab you've got.
God, you're worse than these two.
Oh, but think of the reunion.
Okay. Hey, where you going?
To have my photograph taken.
Oh, isn't she lovely, eh?
She's got a lot of sense, Pete.
Yes, she has. I'm very surprised.
Why?
Well, I wouldn't have thought that anyone who could fall for you would ever have any.
Do you think it's the real thing, Pete?
Oh, God, yeah, I hope so. Well, I'd be really happy, man, if it was.
Why?
She's not once mentioned marriage.
Certainly lost all that flab.
Yeah, it's beginning to get real mean again.
Yeah, it's always a good sign. Could do it, Dave.
Has Hazel got rid of the flat yet?
No, I shouldn't think so for 1 minute. Still, give us something to do while Pete's away.
I don't know what she sees in it.
Do you know what your wife saw in you?
Oh, she loved my roguish eyes.
Your roguish eyes. Fascinating.
What about you and Mrs. Sprague?
She admired my cool nerve.
Cool nerve.
Yeah, when we danced together at Hammersmith Palais and I'd tread on her feet, I'd say, please, don't have to apologise. Pete!
Look, it's going to be such a long time.
A lifetime.
Well, at least we've got something to remind us of each other.
I'll wear yours every night.
I promise to wear yours every night as well.
I'll probably wear yours during the day as well.
I daren't do that.
They wouldn't understand.
Personally, I think I prefer your perfume to my aftershave.
I prefer your aftershave.
Yeah?
I've got it on now.
I know. It's a really strange sensation. It's like kissing myself.
Hey, the train's about to leave.
Yes, come on.
You'll only be 50 miles away.
It's not as if you're going away to war.
It's only going to be for 3 weeks.
Pete?
Listen, you promised to write.
Could have emotional problems to contend with, Dave.
Be out of sight, out of mind with them, I should think, Mrs. Sprague.
Not with our luck, Dave. We'll be mooning around, not seeing anything but Hazel. Who'd want to be a manager? Have you noticed, Pete, we're travelling first class?
Yeah. Appears just as happy in a guard's van.
Now he tells me.
I've had a thought, Mr. Sprague.
Forget it. She can't stay in the village.
Oh, it's Madame Lagonda again. Why don't you stay in your caravan? You know who's to blame for me leaving Hazel behind?
No.
Marty. Him. If he didn't want to defend his title, I wouldn't be sitting here on this train. I'm beginning to dislike him very intensely.
I
think we could be all right emotionally, Dave?
Yeah, don't fancy Marty's chances now.
He's come between Hazel and me. I shan't forgive him.
Oi, we're not Marty.
Yeah, aren't you lucky, Dave?
Well, now, seeing as how we've sorted out our priorities at long last, perhaps we can relax for the rest of the journey. Now, I don't suppose either of you remember to bring a pack of cards?
Oh, snap.
Snap's a bit limiting. We'll play pontoon. Usual stakes, eh? Get the suitcase, Dave. Has Hazel managed to get rid of the flat yet, Pete?
Yeah. Well, she's turned down a couple of offers already.
Oh, she should have accepted them. My advice is get out, cut your losses, get into that little dream cottage.
Great. In Willesden Junction. I'm starting to miss her already.
First Jack is banker.
Oh, she's beautiful, Mr. Sprague, isn't she?
Beautiful, Pete. I'm banker.
You always seem to be banker, Mr. Sprague.
Yeah, I know. If I didn't know me, I'd say I was cheating.
You know what? I think I'm in love.
Oh, God. We're not going to have to put up with all this much for the next 3 weeks, are
Yes,
we?
just concentrate on your cards, Pete.
Pontoon.
Why didn't I keep my mouth shut?
You lucky so-and-so.
Why? Do you think she's beautiful as well?
Mr. Sprague!
Don't ever do that when I'm about to play. You've got yourself a job, Dave. All you've got to do is shout at me just a moment.
It's Pete, Mr. Sprague, it's Pete.
What about Pete?
Well, he's gone.
What do you mean gone?
He's caught the train to London.
Why?
Well, why do you think why?
Hazel? But he only said goodbye to her yesterday.
Well, she phoned him. He found out the times of the trains and he left straight away.
Why did he have to fall in love before the title? Why couldn't he have waited like any reasonable person?
If we let him get away with this, he'd be forever on that train to London.
Yes, we'd better go back and grab him. So help me on murder.
Where is he? Where is he hiding?
Yeah, he's in here, Mr. Sprague. Oh, you're for it, you are, and quite rightly so.
You've got no self-control, have you? Hey, you couldn't even wait a week. Ain't no self-control, well, have you?
Yes.
Don't be insolent.
I've got complete control.
And don't you answer back.
To think that I paid off your debts, got you off the hook, and this is how you repay me, by sneaking out of the camp and coming here.
You've disappointed, Mr. Sprague.
No, I'm not disappointed.
Oh, yes, you are, Mr.
No,
Sprague.
I know what I am. I'm not disappointed. I'm shattered.
Shattered.
Shattered. That a man of your intelligence could throw away your career for a slap and a tickle.
A tickle. The one thing is for certain, you will never be a champion.
Not in a million years. You haven't got the discipline.
Thank you, gentlemen. When you've quite finished your little tirade, perhaps you'd like to hear the facts.
We know the facts.
We can see the facts.
Hazel phoned to say my presence was urgently needed in London.
No use blaming Hazel.
That's a coward's way out.
Gentlemen, please, would you mind sitting down? Thank you. Please. An estate agent had a client from Kuwait who was prepared to rent this flat for 2 months. Hazel helped to negotiate the price.
What does Hazel know about that sort of
Yes,
thing?
I hope you didn't give it away, Hazel.
It was agreed he'd pay a rent of 750 quid.
Well, I hope that was per month.
No, that's per week.
Per week?
So you were wrong to tell me to cut my losses, weren't you?
Just as you were wrong to jump to the conclusion you did about me. I really thought you knew me by now, Mr. Sprague. No wonder I'm feeling just a little, well, hurt. I wouldn't even kiss her when I arrived.
Doesn't that tell you he's got discipline? It does me.
And I won't even kiss her when I leave. Which should be about now if you're going to catch that next train back to camp.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Hopefully nothing. Because Hazel and I have got about just enough time to say goodbye to one another, and we'd like very much to do that in private, okay? Or isn't that allowed?
Of course it's allowed, Pete. We'll wait outside. You've got it wrong again, as usual.
No, what's it mean, Mr. Sprague? You told me to cut these losses.
Liar.
Okay, so the estate agent fixed the rent.
I didn't mean that. I meant the other.
But we didn't kiss.
We did.
Did we? I only remember the other.
So you wanna be a boxer, wanna be the champ. There's a golden boy inside you, not a punched out tramp.
If you listen and you learn, there's an honor you can earn and defend here. When you do see the crown, you're a king, not a clown, a defender. But you might as well quit if you haven't got it. Put him in the ring, Joe, substitute a punch. Let me have a swing, Joe, then we'll go to lunch. We'll make it quite swift. Then he'll get the drift. Put him in the ring, Joe, chicken a la carte. Let me have a wing, Joe, tearing him apart. That chicken will crow. Let me